Okay, so we are going to learn how to solve equations that are two steps. Okay, Dean, Dominic? So there's the equation. It's on your sheet. I want you to do it with me. Now, this is order of operations. Right. And we're going to go backwards because we want to undo it. If I knit something and I make a mistake, which I do, I have to go backwards and undo it. So we're going to start here to undo things. So when I look at this, remember what we want to do. We want to get x all by itself. And we do all this in upper level classes. They're way more complicated, Corey. Okay, you're going to have to show your steps correctly. There's the 2x. I want it alone. Just pretend it's a 1x. So what do I have to get rid of first? Adine? Nope, not the x. 5. I want to leave the x's right where they are. Want to get things on both sides, then things are going to get more complicated. So I want to get rid of the 5. How would I get rid of adding 5? Minus 5. You're going to want to I'm going to want you to show these steps. So write it down right now. Okay, so you're going to subtract 5 from both sides. Just the way I wrote it here. Okay, when I show you how to do it, that's how I want you to do it. Some of you have your own methods. And when I give you the worksheet today, your methods are not going to work. Okay? It's just not going to work. Because it's hard. It's a hard worksheet. And we'll just take our time. We may not do all of it, but we want you to have some exposure to that. So everybody should have a minus 5 under the 5. That's right. And then we add vertically. Okay? So what do we get, Corey? When I add that, math always tells us what to do. I get a 2x. That hasn't gone anywhere. What's this going to give us? Adine? This is going to give me what? 0 equals 13 minus 5 is 8. And then, now it's a one-step equation. So you should put minus 5 here and minus 5 there, and then 2. Nope, we're not going to write it that way. We're not getting creative. We're going to do it my way. The reason why I want to do it my way is because I'll get the right answer. And then what are we going to do? I don't want 2 times x. How do you undo multiplying now? See, we undid the adding, subtracting. We just did that. Now we're going to undo the multiplying, dividing. How do you undo multiplying by 2? Divide by. Multiplying was the opposite of multiplying. Dividing. You got to think here a little bit. And so then when I do that, this side I get x equals, and then 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, this is what I want you to write down. So you're going to do minus 5, minus 5. Everybody doing that? We need to check. See what you did. Nope, you need to do it. Do you need a pencil? I've got pencils. That's right. They're going to get way complicated, trust me. Now you divide by 2. Okay, I want you to show the work correctly, Adam. Would you like me to show you what we're doing in calculus so that you get some idea why I want you to do this? This is something we want to solve for dy dx. It's an equation. In calculus, we want to solve for this. It's just like solving for an x in your regular equations. Okay? You see what I'm saying? It's going to get more complicated. So we've got to get the process. Yes, you probably could guess the answers. Not arguing that. But that's not the point. There's a process here. So if you don't know how to do this with the process, you can't do this. I know you can't because they struggle with that themselves. Let's do the next problem. So what are we going to do here? And here's the other issue. I have 3 numbers there. Actually, I have 4. I've got an x in there. Yes? No. If they want to, they can. Otherwise, it'll take us forever. You can always check it. So what do you want to do? Dominic, how do I solve that? Which one do I have to move first? Okay, we have to subtract 11. Okay, so down here, we're going to subtract 11. So show subtracting 11 from both sides. Nick is way ahead of me, which is good. I'll just cover that up. There you go. Good job. And then draw your line. So it's minus 11. And you really should have an equals there because those things are equal. Math is so nice because it tells me what to do. Now, what do I get? Corey, what do I get now? 3x. That's what? A check in your head. You need to write it down. That's 0, because you know what? I'm going to collect this packet as well. Equals 20 take away 11 is 9. And then what do we do? Did you get that? So 3x. I know it's a little crunch for space, sorry. Did you get that? Minus 11 from this side. Because we're combining the two things together. Yeah, so 3x equals 9. How do you get this x by itself now? Yeah, and I know there's not a lot of space there, but you should try to keep it organized, working down your paper. So we're going to divide by 3. Divide this side by 3. Trust me, they get hard. The worksheet's really hard. X equals 3. Could you show your work? Sure. Could you check it? Could I do 3 times 3? I said that wrong. 3 times 3 plus 11. Is that 20? Is that correct? Is that 20? Probably. Okay. Adam, did you show your work properly? Okay, because you didn't on the first one. And what I've seen happen is people they don't know which one to get rid of first. So locate your adding sign. Some people like to move the 40. It's not wrong. Not at all wrong. It's just not going to get you anywhere. If you have troubles with this, with the arithmetic, let me know. I'll show you how to do it on the calculator. Okay, which one do we want to get rid of? Ryan. The 20. How do I do that? Minus 20. Notice how I keep things neat and organized, Dominic. Keep things neat and organized because when math gets more complicated, it's going to be a skill you need. So where am I going to put the minus 20? Here's the equal sign. One is on one side, one's on the other. And then you can add those. What do you get when you add those? Dominic, what do I get when I add these? What's this give me? 0. This gives me 4x equals, I just do what it says. What's 40 take away 20? 20. Now these are nice numbers. Do you think you get nice numbers in the real world? So that's the reason, another reason we need process. Now what do I do? Divide by 4. So you're going to undo the adding, subtracting first, and then the multiplying, dividing. And so what do I get now? This cancels out, right? X equals what? 5. I can check it in my head. I don't know if you guys can. Ooh. Okay. Another one. Ready? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got fractions. Fractions. You guys don't like fractions, do you? But let's do some fractions. What are you going to do first, Keaton? Good. We're going to add 2 to both sides. Make it the opposite. And the fraction ones on the worksheet I have are way harder than these. So we may skip those. I don't know. Up to you guys if you want to learn how to do something a little bit harder. What's this? What's left here? The Dean, what's left? You haven't turned your page, have you? Are you on the right page? Everybody should be writing these down. These are going to be points. What's left here? I still have x divided by 3. Notice I said the word. It's x divided by 3. So when you don't know what to do, think about what that bar means. And what's a minus 2 and a positive 2? Evan? I chose it this way. It's 0. Could I have subtracted 2 or added anything I want? Absolutely. It just doesn't do me any good. Equals, and 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay? This was some number divided by 3. How do I undo division? Multiplying by what? 3. It's the one with the letter. It's the one with this one. Because I want x all by itself. Okay, Dominic, what do I get? Yeah, put the headset down. You can do that during work time. I don't care. Then what do I do on this side? 3. So what happens to the 3's over here? They go away. I check, make sure that they go away. Then x equals what? Oh. Did you get it to work? Good job. Some of you may be able to take this line right here and get the answer without showing multiplying by 3. I'm okay with that as long as you keep getting the right answers. If you start messing up, then I won't be okay with it. Okay, what about this one? Minus 2. Dean, what do I get? Jeff, what do I get? What's 4 take away 2? 2. Just do what it says. Just, it says exactly what to do. 4 take away 2. What's 2 take away 2? 0. And now what do we do? The answer's not 1. 1 doesn't work. Because what do you mean by solve? Find the numbers that make the sentence true. 1 doesn't make that true. So we're going to do the opposite of dividing by 2, and we're going to multiply by 2. Some people are ahead of me, which is awesome. So this is what? 4 equals x. Did you get it right? So now you're going to multiply by 2. Yeah, some people aren't writing them down. Keaton, write them down. There's a clock right there. You're too funny. Yeah, we're going to do that in a second. Read what it says. Did you read it? How about you guys? Did you get it? Oh, we're going to do number 6, too. Do number 6 while I'm walking around checking on people. So what do you have to do for 6? Well, the worksheet's way harder. I'm worried about it, actually. What did you say? Subtract 8. Again? Minus 8. Because remember now, if you think you get this, I want perfect papers. Okay. What do I get on this side? Oops, forgot my equals. Not a good thing. What's 10 take away 8? 2. 2 equals x divided by 4. And this is 8 negative 8 is what? 0, because I chose it that way. Could have added 10 to both sides. I don't care. It won't do me any good. And then now what do we do? Jeff, what do you have to do now? It says x divided by 4. I don't want x divided by 4. Opposite of divided by 4 is what? Multiply by 4. That's right. So what do I get? That's 8 equals x. That's right. Okay, did you get it? Now you multiply by 4. Keaton, did you subtract the 8s? You just subtract 8 from this side. Minus 8. Okay, that looks good. Jeff, did you get it? That's all you do. What's 10 minus 8? It's 2. That's 0. What's the opposite of dividing by 4? Multiplying by 4. That's all it is. Now they're going to get more harder. What does it say to do? Shall we read together? We're ready for that? I'm just checking. What if the sides of the equation are complicated? Sorry, I forgot the D. Typo. We always simplify before we solve. If you can, then you solve. If you don't, you have made life really tough on yourself. So we can simplify this. We can add these together, right? What's 2x and 5x? We've tested on this. We should know this. That 7x equals 14. So 7 times what is 14? How do we undo that? What's the opposite of multiplying by 7? Divide by 7. What you do to one side, you must do to the other. Everything I've ever seen happen in math, everything comes in pairs. So x equals 2. They're going to get more complicated. Ready? Did you get it? No, you haven't written it down. 7x equals 14. There, that helps. Do that. To focus. You're ready to try 8? Try 8. Try it. You can do some stuff with 8. Can you simplify the left side? Can we do this? What's 15 take away 6? Jeff? What's 15 take away 6? Oh, yes, you do. It's 9 equals. Can we add these together? What is that? 3x. And then what do we do? Divide by 3. And these cancel, hopefully. And then what's x equal to, Dominic? X equals 9 divided by 3 is 3. When you get to the worksheet, you're not going to like it. And we will take some time with that. So try the next one if you're ready. If you haven't finished this one, let's get this one done first. That's right. And can you add anything on the next one? Any similar terms there? Yeah. No, I want you to simplify that. That's 3x. When you see what's going to happen on the worksheet, you're going to wish you simplified. Can you add these guys? Yeah. Always simplify. Evan, you know what you're doing? So why don't you do this? What's 15 take away 6? No. That's why I want you to show the steps. Your 9x is correct. Right. Don't skip steps. There you go. Jeff, you got that one? Can you add anything here?
No.
Can you add that?
No, how do you start?
That's what I'm saying. Can you add that?
Yeah.
We'll do that. That's where you start. Simplify first. Can you add these? You're not showing your steps correctly. This is 9 equals 3x. Some of you are resistant to my method. Please don't be resistant. I'm going to give you super duper hard ones. That's right. Well, what do you do with the 4? You subtract it. What's the opposite of adding? Well, wait a minute. Why can't we subtract 4?
I got like, I guess.
No, you don't. Remember, order of operations says what? We undo the adding, subtracting first, then the multiplying, dividing. Jeff, you're a self-fulfilling prophecy. Start saying, I can do this. I will try. No? Go, Jeff, what is this? Always simplify. If you can combine similar terms, do that. What is 5x plus 4x? 9x, right? Now, some of you just want to just kind of do some stuff over here. No. You will get lost. Don't do that. What's still here? If we follow the rules, and it tells me what to do, if I had a little talking thing, it'd be great. This is plus 4 equals 31. Now, this is a two-step equation. What do we get rid of first? We get rid of the 9 or the 4? The 4. And it's the one with the adding sign. So we are going to do, how do we get rid of 4? Right? How do we get rid of plus 4? Subtract 4. If I do that on the left side, I must do that on the right side. Okay, so what do I get? Jeff, it tells me what I have. What's the left side simplify to give you? What's that give you? We want to get rid of this 4. So I subtract. What's left? Do I still have a 9x? What happens here with the 4s? If I did it right, it's 0. What's 31 take away 4? 27. Now what? Now this looks like what we just did. This is what the quiz is on, not the 2 steps tomorrow. Just the 1 steps. So it's a very short quiz. We should get perfect papers. If we've done this and we do this right, you will do easily tomorrow. So what's x equal to? Okay. Now how to get rid of the 3. Yeah, you did that right. Now we're doing this one. Oh, wait till you see the worksheet. There's a lot of stuff to simplify in the next one. We can either do the ones with the distributive property, or we can do the ones with the fractions. I should do both. There aren't too many of the fraction ones. So maybe we should start with the fractions. Now these are going to have negative numbers. Yeah, these are great. They're going to have to write them out on a separate sheet. You need to do them. You don't. You can't put this in on your paper. No way. Yeah, we're not doing that yet. That's later. You have to show the steps. It's okay. We're only going to do 2 steps. These are tough. Yeah, you are. Okay, last one. Where'd you guys get here? Okay, ready? Let's just check this one. Okay, what does this give me? I don't know what the answer is. I got to solve it. I could put it in and see if you're right. What's this give me? 2 equals 10. Okay, Jeff, are we okay with that? Put your phone away. This is minus 4x plus 2 equals 10. How do I know that? Because I do the same thing, so I know that. Okay. What do you want to get rid of now? Adine, what do you get rid of next? The 2. How do you do that? Minus 2. Okay. I think, Corey, you're not quite right on your answer. Close. This is minus 4x. You guys, you can't drop the negative signs. Sometimes I wish I could with my bank statement, but, unfortunately it doesn't work that way. What's 10 take away 2? No. 8. And now what do? Here's why I want to show the work, because I think we're going to mess up. Divide by negative 4, not 4x, but negative 4. Because if I divide by 4x, then I get an x in the denominator here, and I don't even want to go there. That sounds complicated. And so what happens with the negative 4s? They cancel out. X is not 2, it's what? 8 divided by a negative 4 is a negative 2. Okay, I'll leave that for a second. You are going to need some paper. I have lots of paper. So if you don't have paper, if you want line paper, fine. If you don't want line paper, I have some extra yellow paper to work on for this worksheet. You may need more than one. We're not taking this home. We're going to work on it in class. I'll help you with a couple of them. I'd say let's do the fraction side first, and you can skip the ones that the fractions are okay if you have just a plain denominator. Yeah, let's do the ocean liner first, because that's more like what we just did today. The other ones we have to distribute, but we'll do those. You need to show your work. Oh man, I know. I'm so mean. Okay. I practiced with this a little bit to see how tough it was. Well, the first one shouldn't be a problem. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to have some troubles with. Maybe we're going to start on the ocean liner. So, this one you get the color. I went right away to the hard ones. The ones that have fractions like 3/4 or 3/2, those you can skip. If you want to know how to do them, fine. But there aren't that many of them on there. First one's what? You're going to have fractions here. So what do we do to both sides? Huh? Yeah, they are. But I'm talking about the ones that have fractions in the problem, like number 6. 12 minus 3/2 y. I'll show you how to do that. It's just a little bit more than what we need to. And I wouldn't do it that way normally anyway, the way I'm going to show you. Okay. What do we do to both sides? Adine, what do we do? Minus 7. Okay? You're going to have to do it on another piece of paper. You might be able to fit that one in there, but it's going to be really tough. Okay, what do we get? Okay, Jeff, this is harder now. Because I get 5x, that's still the same. What happens to the 7 and the negative 7? What happens to them? They go away, they cancel out. Now, here's where we have some troubles. What's 4 take away 7? Negative 3. Yeah, you may want a calculator to do that. I want you to get it right. $4, I write a check for 7, I'm overdrawn by 3. Yes, those negatives make a difference. And the bank gets $35 every time you overdraw. Those are negatives. Now, Corey, what am I going to do next? Divide by 5. No x's. And so what do I end up getting? X equals what? We're not going to use a calculator for this, so we can't fill in the puzzle. X equals what? Negative 3/5. You never deal with fractions in your life? Oh, all the time. Negative 3/5. I don't see where that is in our puzzle. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, it's right over here. Looks like a backwards L. You see it? So you need to show your work. Minus 7, minus 7. You don't really have enough room on there. Those are right big especially. I have lots and lots of paper from all my mistakes. So it's negative 3/5. So negative 3/5 is right there, and you just color it in. You color in the box, yep. So I think you can do these now until you get down to, if you get to one you're not sure what to do with, like number 4, you can go ahead and skip it for right now. Oh. Well, that's done. First I'm going to copy it. Oops, wrong side. Negative 3/4 x plus 4 equals negative 2. I'm going to show you a way to do this. Okay, Adine? You gotten to this one yet? No. So what do I have to do next? Forget that that's a 3/4. I don't care. I have to get rid of the adding on whatever's being added to x. Okay, Evan? So what are we going to do? We're going to do minus 4. You can at least get this far. And what am I going to get there? Negative 3/4 x. And then we check, Keaton. Is 4 minus 4 0? Dash, is 4 minus 4 0? Yes. What's a negative 2 and a negative 4? Negative 6. Okay. Here's what I'd recommend. It will be when I get rid of it, so the answer is going to be a positive number. I can think it through or I can work it through. First thing, I don't like that denominator, Dean. What could I multiply by to get rid of 4? It says divided by 4. What's the opposite of dividing by 4? What's the opposite of dividing by 4? Multiplying by 4. So if I multiply this side by 4, and then I multiply this side by 4, and my problem is getting easier. And what do we get when we do that? What's still left on the left side? Jeff? What's still left over here? A negative 3x. What's a negative 6 times a positive 4? Negative 24. Okay, now I know what to do. What are we going to do next? Okay, I know what to do. How about you guys? What do you have to do? I don't want a negative 3x. No, what operation is between the negative 3 and the x? No, times. How do you get rid of negative 3? No, opposite of multiplying by negative 3 is dividing by negative 3. Yeah, these guys didn't. What's a negative 3 divided by a negative 3? Dominic, what's negative 3 divided by negative 3? It's just 1. What's a negative 24 divided by a negative 3? Close. Close. Positive. And it was close. It's 8. So if you want to skip problems that look like that, not all the fraction ones, you certainly can do number 3. But number 6, there's a few of these in there that are kind of tough. 14, but it'd be nice if you tried them. Because when you get to algebra 2, which you have to get to, you're going to see that. You'll see fractions. And this is what I call clearing fractions up here. So more time to work.